Hey everyone, this is GKE715 and welcome to the bonus episode of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So, I guess now you guys must be wondering, shouldn't I be moving on doing other projects? Well, yes. However, today is going to be a very special episode. I'm gonna be showing off this mask right here. The Fierce Deity's mask. Where we see, its dark power can be used only in boss rooms. Now, this dark and creepy mask, we're gonna be using it in boss battles. And yes, you guys heard me right, we're gonna be taking on all the bosses. All of them, including the final boss. So now, let's go, make our way, to Woodfall, where we're gonna have a boss rematch with, Adowa. And you guys are about to see just how busted, this mask really is. Now let's go, I need to heal first before we do anything, ridiculous. Let me just, I still need to equip, transformation mask in order to enter the, temples, which is what sucks. Let me rise up the volumes a little bit. There's something going on outside my house, and I need to make sure I get the audio correct. But anywho, anyways, while we're on the topic of the fierce deity or fierce deity, nobody really knows exactly on who or what is the fierce deity. Nobody knows on who it is or who is him. There's only one explanation about this wild deity, and he only ever appeared in, outside of games, he did appear in the manga, in the Majora's Mask manga, which, it's right there, as part of the bonus story. Anyways, let's go, make our way to challenge Adowa once more. And man, and you guys are about to see the destructive power of this mask. Enter Fierce Deity Link, or Oni Link, at least what he's referred to as by the fandom. This form of Link is the strongest form of the Hero of Time that you can probably ever see in any game. He is so strong, you're gonna see how ridiculous he is against these bosses. Oh man, hold on. Let me see if I can, trying to see if I can hit him. Come on. Okay. Am I really embarrassing myself over this mask? There we go, I hit him. But see, point taken. The Fierce Deity, he is so powerful. He can take out most bosses in just one hit. And this is actually pretty useful if you're in a rush. So, yeah. One thing as well about the Fierce Deity is also his, his attributes. He can run fast. He can run fast, compared to, to what regular Link can. He can also pick up at least bombs, interestingly. At least in this place. He does not have a shield, so instead though, he's got this really awkward blocking animation. And because of the sword is a permanent attachment, he cannot remove it. And also in his voice clips are all adult Link's voice from Ocarina of Time. Yeah, his voice and even model is the same as, the Link from... Well, his model is most likely, the same assets, except they probably, changed it. But anyways. Alright, with that, that is at least one of the bosses. Next place that we have to go is, obviously, Snowhead. Yeah, Snowhead is gonna be the next place that we're gonna be going in order, to clear this once and for all. Alright, I will see you guys in just, in Snowhead in just a minute, okay? See you guys there. And here we are, made it to Snowhead. Anyways, people, I also have some interesting news as well. Aside from like, you know, from probably like, well, how do I say this? Okay. Recently, I managed to get my hands on a Nintendo Switch 2. And this is a thank you to my uncle who's watching, well, hopefully he's watching this. I want to say, like, you know, gracias, tío. That's thank you and uncle in Spanish for some of you guys. But anyways, yeah, I did recently got my hands on the Switch 2, which means it gives me access to the GameCube games there. Unfortunately, though, because Nintendo has not uploaded any new, like, GameCube games in there, here's what I'm gonna say. I'm probably not gonna be, you know, playing the original Wind Waker on the Switch. No, I'm not. And I'm doing this for a lot of good reasons, because, at least on the Wii U, which is the one that I'm gonna be playing, it has a lot of advantages over the original GameCube port. But enough yapping about Wind Waker, let's get on to Goth. Anyways, this boss might be a bit interesting, because, you know, normally we have to chase Goth around. But this time we're going to be going the opposite direction and try and slash them, or at least blast them, like, you know, with these, like, with these energy, with these sword beams. He's coming. Is he here? It's getting close. I think he's coming, I think. Where is he? Okay, where is he? What the hell? Where'd he went? Don't tell me, you know, he turned around directions. Okay, wait, did I saw him? Oh, shit! I forgot he can do that. Okay, let's, like, counter this time with this. Oh, alright, that's right. Fierce Deity, you know, cannot access items. Yes, you guys heard me right. He cannot access items. So, he can't access any item, even though this is essentially just normal Link. He can't access, like, arrows, bombs, or anything. So, yeah. Right, we're gonna have to chase down him. Whoa, Jesus. Whoa. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can, like, tackle him. Come on, Trip. Trip already, Goth. Now. There, wheel on him. There we go. Come on. There we go. And with that, Goth has been destroyed. Once again. Yeah. And with that though, like, you know, Goth has been destroyed, and now we're gonna be moving on to Georg. Which Georg is gonna be, he is gonna be ridiculously easy. I assure you guys, he's gonna be easy. Anyways, people, with that, I will see you guys in Great Bay. And here we are, Great Bay Temple. Let's go. All right, let's go and challenge Georg. Now, if you guys remember from one of my last videos, I had a passel of time against Georg. Well, you guys are about to see my revenge. The freaking adult Link scream, you know, that doesn't get old. And here's something really interesting. Because, like, you know, the Fierce Deity is not supposed to be in cutscenes, like, this one is an example, which, wait for this one part. Oh wait, never mind it. Never mind it. It actually shows his face. Yeah, because in the older versions, it just showed his body. So I guess in the GameCube version, they did fix it. Anyways, watch just how easy Georg gets to defeat. Shoot that fish. That's all what I need to tell you. Just shoot the fish. Yeah, then he's gonna, well, Georg's gonna try to fire out, release out, his Georglings. But I don't think, that's not gonna make a difference. So really though, just shoot him. Shoot that fish. And yes, the sword beams can go through, like, the wall and all that stuff. Anyways, though, that is the end of Georg. Next up is a boss that, that unfortunately we might have a bit of a hard time to destroy, which is Twin Mold. And yes, Twin Mold, unfortunately, like, Twin Mold might be difficult, like, to destroy for one problem. You guys will see that when we get to Stone Tower. I'll see you guys there. Alright, we made it, to Stone Tower. Now this is the one thing that I've been worrying about. So a while ago, I was just talking about, like, how I'm worried about this boss, correctly? Well, you guys are about to see, like, the real reason why, like, probably, like, the fierce deity might not be useful for this battle. And it's because of the gigantic size of these things. Yeah, Twin Mold might be a pretty difficult boss, because, like, these are giant mask insects. I don't know, I believe it is possible, to hit them in the face. I think it is. Let me see here. I think it should be possible. Hold on. Yeah, it is possible, to hit them in the segments. Yeah, it is possible, to hit them. Right there. But you have to be, like, very, very precise when doing so. Yeah, there. See, yeah, it does hurt them. It does. Let me see here. Let me see if the Twin Mold will come out again and attack. Okay, they are dropping magic. I may as well, like, collect some of that. Okay, yeah. Let me see if I can, like, hit that, like, tail. There you go, got the tail. Got one. Alright, got the first Twin Mold. Yeah, normally nobody doesn't actually tackle, like, the Twin Molds without the giant mask. So that's interesting. Alright. That takes care of the red Twin Mold. Now let's go fight his sibling, the blue Twin Mold. Which, let's see, like, if he'll, like, move aside. Yeah, it is spazzing out, like erratically, so it might... There you go, hit him once. Where are you? Okay, where are you? You're gonna... Okay. Missed again the sword beam. I got it. There you go. Hit him once. I hit him again with the sword beam. Now where are you gonna? Now we're gonna come from. Oh boy. Okay, where are you coming from? Let me see. Okay, yeah. It is pretty creepy. Like fighting like the Twin Molds in the sand. Grab some of that magic. There we go. Where are you coming from? Okay, there he is. Or there he is. Got it. Well, with that is the last, with that, those are the regular 4 bosses, all destroyed. And now, it's time, to confront the source of all the evil in the world. I'll see you guys inside of the moon. Up, and we're back in the moon. Now, before like you know this final boss encounter with Majora, I asked on chat to Romani that I want to drink, and now let's go and settle this once and for all. And now you guys are gonna see some interesting dialogue. If you do not have none of the if you don't have like any of the non-transformation masks, or at least you don't have enough of them, let's talk to to the kid with Majora right here. Will you play with me? You have only weak masks, so you'll play? Well, shall we go? And with this, it's time, to resettle this fight once and for all. Only this time, though, this battle will end much different how the way how it was originally. Watch this. This is gonna be easy. Look at this. Now we're already in phase 2, and this battle, has only just started. Yes, it only has started. Alright. Just gotta avoid, some of the, shots. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Struck it once, the, ouch! Okay. Okay, almost got hit there. There we go. The remains are no match for us. Alright, just watch out, watch out. Okay, there we go. Now. And look at that. We already skipped phase 1. And now we're gonna be heading up back to phase 2. Watch this. Where are you going? Look at this. Look at this. This is abuse. Look at this. Wow. And the fight has barely even started. However, all that juicing up is not going to save, his final form from this sword. Watch this. And look at that, see? Barely even worth, the effort. Well, with that, people, this is the end of Majora's Mask and my Let's Play officially. And with this, people, I will see you guys in the next Zelda game. And the next one is going to be an interesting one. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.